Annabelle is here. Can you see Annabelle? Annabelle's going to do the candles. Oh, there you are, right in the front. Annabelle's going to come up and do the candles on her anniversary of her bat mitzvah. So we're going to start with that, and I'll come and help you. So
Okay, hold on, little please. Right, we're going to start on page 2. Page 2. We've got a thin book, we're going to dig a book, page 122. That's a thick book. 122. Shabat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we by our lives give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we in our own day be among those who kindle light. Amen. Please be seated. We're going to turn to the back of the book, page 332 or page 636. 332 or 636. So the words 332 or 636. Yatsi nefesh al-harachman v'shochatecha en retzonecha shiarus apecha v'mohaya yishtachaveh turn back to another Shabat song. Hopefully you know this one. Shalom Aleichem, page 24. Page 24, page 142. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Elyon. Melech Malachei HaMalachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bohem LaShalom, Malachei HaShalom, Malachei Let's get ready to welcome the Sabbath bride. As is usual, we're going to need a volunteer to go and open the door for the final verse. Not yet. For letting the Sabbath bride to keep that door open the whole of that verse. For someone in the back row, lurking, looking lightly. Be a door opener, someone turns it on themselves. Okay? Page 20 or page 138, Lechad Dodi. Shabat Kabalat, Lechad Dodi, Lechad Kabalat, Kabalat, Shabat Kabalat. Shamo v'sachor, b'dibo echad, השמיענו את המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם תפארת ותהילה. לך תודי, לך קהלה, ושבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכוונה לך, כי היא מקור הברכה. מראש מקרב נסוך, סוף מעשה במחשה ותהילה. לך תודי, לך קהלה, יברך ושבת נקבלה. לך תודי, לך קהלה, יברך ושבת נקבלה. Verse 5. Hitovami, Kivahove, Kumi Ovi. Ovi, Shedapemi, Kivor Adonai Alayim Migla. Lekad Dodi, Lekad Kahala, Yabbarat Shabat Nekabla. Lekad Dodi, Lekad Kahala, Yabbarat Shabat Nekabla. The door. Oy, Boi v'shalom, ateret b'hala, gam v'simcha, u'b'topola. Tov emunei, am segula, boi chala. Lecha לפני שבת נקבלה, לך דודי לקט קהלה, לפני שבת נקבלה, בואי בשלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובזוכלה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בלה, גם בשמחה ובזוכלה, תוך אמוני ים סגולה, בואי חלה, בואי חלה. לך דודה לקט קלה, פני שבת מקבלה, לך דודה לקט קלה, פני שבת מקבלה. Please be seated. Lord, the seventh rise, hopefully among us. Let's read together on page 23, page 141, Psalm 93. Adonai is sovereign. Read together, God is robed in grandeur. Adonai is robed. God is girded with strength. The world stands firm, it cannot be shaken. Your throne stands firm from of old. In eternity you have existed. The ocean sounds, Adonai. The ocean sounds its thunder. The ocean sounds its pounding. Above the thunder of the mighty waters, more majestic than the breakers of the sea. Adonai, majestic on high. Your decrees are indeed enduring. Holiness befits your house, Adonai, for all times. And please rise, we're going to turn to the Bible through the call to prayer. Page 28, page 146. Please rise. 28 or 146. Praise to you, Adonai, God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which times and seasons brave. Your breath guides the sail of the stars, straight of the tide of time and light. You guide the current of day into night as heaven spans through infinity. You set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, God, from whom the evening flows.
Yeah.
Over the page.
Now you're on the way.
Ahavat olam beit Yisrael, Amcha chavata, Torah u'mitzvot, chokim u'mishpatim, otanu limadata. על כן אדוני אלוהינו ושופטנו, קומנו נשיח בחוקיך, ונשמח בדברי תורתך ומצוותיך לעולם ועד. כי הם חיינו, אורך ימינו, ובהם נגע יומם בלילה, נגע יומם בלילה. אל תסיר ממנו לעולמים, ברוך אתה אדוני, אוהב עמו ישראל, אוהב עמו ישראל. Please rise for the Shema. Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'lecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol modecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher nochim etzavacha hayom levavecha v'shnetam levanecha v'dibat bam v'shivtecha v'leitecha v'lechtecha v'delech v'sholchecha v'kunecha וכשאתם לא תעבדיך, ויותתם בין עיניך וכתבתם על חוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים אלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם אדוני אלוהיכם Please be seated. We turn to page 40. מי כמוך מי כמוך אלים אדוני כמוך אלא בקודם נולדת להיות עושה פלא עושה פלא מי כמוך באלים אדוני ובניך בתי ים לפני משה מרים זה אלי ענו ואמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום וחמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום וחמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ופוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ותקננו ביצה טובה מלפניך. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום וחמידנו שומרנו לחיים. השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום וחמידנו שומרנו לחיים. ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל עמו ישראל ועל ירושלים. Amen. And over the page of the Shabat. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בקודשם בריתומם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בקודשם בריתומם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בקודשם בריתומם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בקודשם בריתומם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בקודשם בריתומם. Let's rise for the Amidah, the standing prayer, our central prayer, page 46, page 164. Adonai, Sefer Kitah, Ufia Kitah Gilatecha. Adonai, Sefer my lips, that my mouth shall declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, האל הגדול, הגיבור הנורא, אל העליון, גומל חסדים טובים, וקונה טוב, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו לעולם. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מקיים את הצלה ומושיע, מוליך הקל, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיים אותי ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומציל אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני אהבה, מחמוך על גבורות ומידו מהרה, מלך מעיד ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ולמען החיות ברוך אתה אדוני מקיים המתים. אתה קדוש בשמך קדוש ובשמך יום הרוח הסלע, ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהיך הקדוש. Continue in silence. into the Mishabera prayer, the prayer for healing on page 253. As well as thinking all those, our loved ones who are sick, we also think of those who are recovering from being in the eye of the storm and the Anna. Say Mishabera, may their health be restored and their strength be revived swiftly. Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us sing Amen. Back to page 62 and page 180, Oh Say Shalom. Oh say Shalom Nimama, Oh Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Yisrael, Vahiru, Ve'imru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom. Shalom Aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu. Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Yaakov Yisrael. Please be seated. So it's become a custom in the last year at the UHC that we take some time out during the service to meet somebody new, to kind of get up out of your seat and to make a beeline for someone you don't know and to try and be the first one to grab them and be a pair for this exercise. So we're going to do that in a minute, so you can already decide where you're going. You want to meet someone you don't know. I've understood over the last few months that some people start to cheat. Old timers start to cheat and they kind of lose, we've done this 6 times now in the last 6 months, and 6 new people. Come on, we've got to have enthusiasm, Andrew. You know, we're going to do something new. Go on. Okay, so please, everyone stand up. And as well as meeting someone new, just introduce, get to know each other. It's nice to meet new people here. There's one task. I want you to ask each other, what is a blessing?
Working So what? It's called Pressure Point. Yeah, so it's a little under $1 billion, Asiatic China.
Hello.
We don't need to know about
No, we've never fundraised through UHC. We have like, you know, like a little product bit, and we kept those two guys have and then I do like,
Okay, come back to your seats, please. With all the joy of meeting someone new, making new friends, new acquaintance, who's lonely and who's beautiful. Come back to your seats.
hey, Jason, nice to meet you. Very cute. For a second, it's 4-year-old. Okay, we just put our 4-year-old started.
Okay, please come back to your seats to continue the service.
First year, 6-year-old and a 4-year-old.
There was once an old rabbi who died, who passed away, who went to... There was once an old rabbi who died, he passed away, he went up to the world above. And at the entrance of the world above, he faced many questions. The Talmud says that when we die, we're asked many things. Why we didn't laugh more in our lives, why we didn't have more fun. The rabbis say, why we didn't use our life to the best of our abilities. And he was there, on the border of heaven at the gate, trying to get in, when suddenly the local bus driver died. And he went up to heaven as well. The rabbi was being interrogated by the angels. The bus driver just zoomed straight on in. And the rabbi said, why did the bus driver get in so quickly, and me, a rabbi, had to wait on the way? And what did they say? The angels say to the rabbi, when you were doing your work, everybody was talking and screaming and having fun. But when the bus driver was doing his work, doing his job, everybody was really praying. And he got straight to heaven. So I feel a little like that as a rabbi tonight, but I have one question for you. What is a blessing? What is a blessing? In a Jewish context, what is a blessing? A bracha. What is that? We've said plenty tonight. Does anyone know any blessings? What is a blessing? Adults, no, don't all leave it to the kids. I'm sure you'll be happy to. Kids? Yes, what is a blessing? What is a bracha, Shani? You can ask your mum and dad. Ah, excellent. Okay, good. How do blessings begin? Very good. Give them a round of applause. Excellent. Okay, are you going to tell us the blessing? Give it for 1 minute. Okay, good. Tell us the blessing. Yes, tell us the starting.
Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Fantastic, that's so good. Thank you, Caleb. Go back. Give me a round of applause as well. Great, so Caleb introduced the blessing for us with 6 words, a special formula. What are those words? Baruch Ata Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Fantastic. What do they mean? Who's saying Annabelle? Great. Okay.
Please are you Adonai our God.
Yeah. Melech Haolam.
King our universe.
Ruler of the universe. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks, Annabelle. On the anniversary of your bat mitzvah as well. That's fantastic. Did everyone catch that? Baruch atah Adonai, blessed are you, God. Eloheinu melech haolam. Where do those words come from? Where do they come from? We say them all the time. It's a mantra. How many blessings are you supposed to say in a day? 2? More. More. How many blessings should a good Jew say in a day? 5. More than 5. Okay, more than 5. Give us a higher number, someone. More than 16. Malia. More than 20. Caleb.
100.
Sold. Sold to Caleb in the corner. Another round of applause. Very good. We should all be saying 100 blessings a day. That is gratitude. Right? Anyone who is into gratitude, we have it in our Jewish system. It's blessing. Because what do blessings do? Any ideas? Why are we blessing? Yeah?
Say thank you.
Partly to say thank you. Really?
To show gratitude.
To show gratitude? Yeah, partly. Yeah. What else? When do we say? So we... Give us an example of a blessing. We want to have nice things. Yeah? Okay, good. We want to show appreciation and gratitude. For example, what do we bless tonight? The wine. Good. What else do we bless? The bread. Exactly. We bless Shabat itself. Yeah, we bless Shabat. We light the candles. Okay. Good. So we bless things that we're grateful for. What else do we bless? Being a Jew? Yeah. Morning bread? What does it say? Blessed are you, yeah, Lord our God, who made me a Jew. Absolutely, that's one of the blessings. Very good. Yeah, any other blessings? You're quite right. This will get us to 100. We're not going to wait. You want to dinner, we're not going to wait to 100 tonight. Good, so we bless things that we're going to enjoy. Very good, Shali, very good. Hamatzi lechem min haaretz. How do we translate that? What does it mean? Because it's something that's modern as well, but we're going to get there. Let's stay with this Hamatzi lechem min haaretz. What does it mean? Who brings the lechem? What's the lechem? Bread. Min haaretz? From the ground. So what's funny about this blessing? I'm sure... Absolutely, bread doesn't come from the ground.
Wheat does, wheat.
Wheat comes from the ground, but the word that we bless is lechem. Any Israelis among us? Merav, Matan? What is lechem? What's the word for wheat? Chita. And what do we bless? Lechem. We're blessing bread. We say that bread comes from the ground. What's going on there? It's a blessing we've said all our lives when we eat bread, but actually bread doesn't come from the earth. Any ideas?
Bake the bread in the coals of a fire underground.
So bread could literally come out from the earth. Yeah, possible. This is not bad. Anyone else? We're doing midrash here.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's that man bakes bread, but God makes the wheat.
Absolutely. So there's a partnership here,
Yeah.
right? That we Exactly. So we have a process in making bread, just as we have a hand in making wine. But where do the natural materials come from? Thanks to God. Yeah. And in the blessings for our bread and for our wine that we say, we're not just acknowledging God, but we're acknowledging our partnership, that we are using what God gives us in order to make something even better, something even more. Not just the raw materials of wheat and grapes, but actually making it into something, into wine and bread. Now, what does it mean, this word bless? We have to define the word bless. Something is sacred, elevate? Maybe, but not really, but maybe. And who do we bless? What is bless?
Appreciation.
Something to do with appreciation, yeah? Because we say blessed. Yeah, maybe. But actually, you were touching. What are you part of the body you're touching as you said that? You're touching your in Hebrew. In Hebrew. בעברית? מה זה בעברית? Berech. Very good. Yeah. And there's a connection between Berech and Baruch. It's from the same root, Bracha. And what's the connection between blessing and knees? Anyone? How do your knees link with your blessings? Who has a dodgy knee? Is it just me? We won't get into backs or fingers or anything else, but we'll just say with knees. And yeah. Okay, knees are bad enough. Sorry? Everyone up. And let's try doing a little, Jewish exercise. Bending the knees. How far? Who can get low? Let you get lower than me. Don't break anything on the way down. And don't break anything if you do it on the way up. But who can get right down to the ground with their knees? Wow, yeah, okay, let's come up. So, what was that? That was in some sense a blessing or a kneeing. What did we do? What's the connection between that little exercise and a bracha?
You're lowering yourself.
You're lowering yourself vis-a-vis God, and also you're kneeling, or you're kneeling, and you're bending yourself before God. That's what I think. Sit down. Absolutely, you can kneel very low. Yeah, in other religions they kneel down too. Fantastic. Why are we talking about blessings today? Because our Torah portion Kitavo is filled with half with blessings and half with curses. I do want to talk to you about curses. So blessings, we're told that if you do what God says, you follow God's laws, you'll get things, you'll be blessed, you'll receive things. And this word blessing, is to acknowledge the wowness, the wow of God. That we can't bless God. We can't say, okay, we bless you, because how can we add to God? How can we make God greater? God is kind of infinite, and you can't add anything to it. But we're acknowledging just how great God is, just how blessed God is. And in this word Baruch, it's kind of not a verb, it's a kind of state of form, where we're acknowledging that God is in this state of being blessed, and we recognize that. So when we make a blessing of a food, or of a holy time, or of a situation, then we're acknowledging our respect, our gratitude, our appreciation for God who's put the raw materials there for us to be there. So on that note, I wish you all Shabbat Shalom, Mubarach. May you all have a very blessed and peaceful Sabbath. And I'd like to pass now to our President, Stephanie, to give a few announcements and introduce.
So again, Shabbat Shalom, just a few announcements before we finish tonight and have our dinner. Tomorrow is Shaharit at the Goldsteins. The following Saturday, the Shaharit will be at Georgina Buck's house. If you're trying to go online to register for that, we're just correcting a small mistake. It is actually at Georgina's house, so the event is a slight glitch in the system. So the other thing, of course, that's looming is the High Holy Days. If you haven't signed up yet, please sign up. The deadline is Monday. We need to know the numbers. Also, together with the High Holy Days, of course, is your membership for this year, which actually was already, our membership year starts in June, or the beginning of July, 1st of July. So please do make sure that your membership is up to date before and or at the same time sign up for the High Holy Days. That would be great. And then today we have a lot of new faces, but we also have a very special visitor that I've invited here tonight, Mrs. Kabalat, who is the Executive Director for the Israeli Air Force Foundation. And she's been here in Singapore just to come and touch base and meet the Jewish community, the larger Jewish community. And so I thought it would be nice if she came and said just a few words to you about this incredibly interesting project. And she knows to keep to 5 minutes.
Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Rabbi, Elchanan, dear friends. Thank you for giving me this opportunity and I'm really privileged and honored to be here today with you. I've been deliberating all day with myself. What do I say in 5 minutes? How do I summarize an incredible new development that we have come up with in the state of Israel, actually meeting the needs of Israel of the 21st century. And I think the only word that came out to my mind is a miracle. Because we live in the land of miracles. And a miracle can happen only when people, that's how we believe, really have a strong conviction and understanding and create some sort of a vision that then brings it into a reality. That's when a miracle happens. And you know, the Israel Air Force in Israel is the largest and biggest force within the Israeli Defense Forces. And since we are now 60 years old, almost retired by law, country, but never retired and never will be retired. So a group of veterans, mostly former Air Force commanders, decided that they are not veterans. They could not stop serving. What do we do? What Israel needs? Those were the fundamental questions. How can we continue serving the state of Israel? How can we be giving back, harnessing the talent, the prestige, the name, the history of the Air Force, but with it of the entire Israeli Defense Forces? And what we came up with is a very special need that came up only in recent years. When we have the younger generation of today, a generation who is born to a totally different Israel. It's Israel which is strong. It is the strongest military force within the Middle East. Israel which is almost leading #1 empire in technology. Israel that is giving to the world. But somehow, we laid aside the fundamental Zionist ideals that brought what Israel is today, that gave us all a meaning and a purpose. When we grew up in Israel, why we need to keep Israel, why we need to give of ourselves for the state of Israel. What is my role as a person who is living in Israel? The generations of today are searching for those same questions, but have no answers. They're looking for a meaning and a purpose, up to the point that they are even questioning the need to serve. Because we want all the war. We want all the missions. Israel can take care of itself. But Israel is vulnerable. And as long as we are still challenged, we need that. So we have created a program which actually brought or resurrected a youth movement called in Hebrew Gadna Avir, which is a youth movement that almost every commander and every pilot who are still even serving today were members. And I'm giving you one story, the story of Eden from Sderot. Because when we went to the country, to the people, we went mostly to the Galilee and to the Negev, to the communities that do not feel that they are part of the mainstream of the Israeli society, to the communities who need to see an Air Force pilot coming to them, reaching out to them and saying, I'm here for you. Eden was a 14-year-old when he started the program with us at the Air Force Center in Herzliya. We built the center, and this is my opportunity to invite you all, whenever you are in Israel, to come and visit the Air Force Center in Herzliya. And Eden was somehow forgotten. Broken family, the youngest, all sisters, father unemployed, went to school, but still somehow was also put aside in school. No friends, abused sometimes. The only thing what he had is that he knew that he is above everyone, and his grade is the best in school. Thick glasses. When he walked into the Air Force Center, he was walking like an elderly person. And when somehow he caught my eye and I asked him to come and speak with me, he was really frightened and shivering. And said, this program is not for me. I don't think that they are going to enlist me even. When he graduated after 2 years, his questionnaire said, I am going to the flight academy, I would like to be a pilot. That's how we motivated, invested in him, and elevated his self-esteem, and gave him a purpose and a meaning for his military service. Few months after he graduated from the program, I get a text. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but the Air Force would not accept my candidacy to the Flight Academy. And I said, I picked up the phone, of course, immediately, and I said, Eden, hang on there. You have it. You made a long way. This is not the time to quit. This is why we are here for you. And if it's not the Air Force, there is something else. And then after a few weeks, he said, another text. I've been invited to the Israeli Navy SEALs training. He is now being trained as an officer. The entire family in Sderot made a transformation because of Eden. He is now walking there in Sderot and bringing the youth of today and mentoring them. And this is what we are now doing at the Air Force Center. We are literally going one by one, from neighborhoods to neighborhoods, from community to community, using the talent of the Air Force. The entire Air Force built a whole unit of officers and soldiers dedicated and devoted to this program. Because that is the asset, that is the greatest and the best asset that the state of Israel is human power. And that's what we are looking and giving back. Imagine a miracle that can happen only in Israel, where an entire military force takes an initiative and go reach out to build up the society of tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's conclude our prayers. We begin with you. Elena, please rise. We're going to be on page 282, bin book 586 in the thick book, page 282 or page 586. Elena l'shaber v'adon hakol l'tekuli v'tzedek שלא עשנו כגוי הרצון ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה שלא שם חלקנו כהם וגוהו עלינו כל המונם ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ ומשה וקבו בשמיים ממעל ושכינתו זו בגופיהם מהרומים הוא אלוהינו אינו אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו ככתוב בתורתו וידעת היום וחשבות אל לבביך כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל ועל הארץ מתחת אין אור ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו Kaddish, the mourner's prayer on page 294 or page 598. We think of all those who passed away this past year, or at this time in previous years. We think at this time as well of the victims of the 1972 Munich Olympic Games and the Israeli team, which is 45 years ago this week. Anyone remembering someone, wanting someone to please say their name out loud, and we say the Kaddish together.
No, it's not a trap. Not a trap, it's a box. It's not a trap. Sorry. Jail. Pretend this guy went in jail.
My father, Abraham Yonah ben Shmuel Ephraim, mother Rachel ben Acham. Yishadar v'yikadash v'yamah, v'yamad v'rach v'yotei, v'yamlis v'yotei, v'chayin hod v'yonechon v'yayeh v'chol ben Yisrael, v'agam v'gala v'shman chaviv v'yehei v'mayeh v'olam 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 v'ameh v'garach v'yishtabach v'ba'ar v'yishomam v'yisosei v'yitzadah v'yishalei v'yishalal shemei v'yishav v'yirhu Eina Mikra Bechata V'Shirata V'Shbachata V'Nechamata Gamiran Ba'alma V'Imru Amen Yesh Namar Ba'Min Shamaya V'Chayim Aleinu Ya'akor Yisrael Osei Shalom V'Mamad Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ya'akor Yisrael Please be seated. We're going to conclude with a Don Olam on page 321, page 625. Afterwards, of course, everyone's welcome for Kiddush. We're going to be outside. Adon Olam Hashem Malach B'Terem Kol Yisir Nivra Yek Nasam B'Chet Tzokol Azay Melech Shemo Nikra V'Yacharei Kivot HaKol Adonai li, Adonai li, Adonai li, We're going to kiddush outside. Shalom, shalom.